Vikings were not just fierce warriors. They were master builders who understood the natural world in ways that still baffle modern science. Their ships, homes and tools were crafted from wood that endured centuries, surviving harsh Nordic winters, salt water and relentless use. Today, we'll uncover a wood preservation technique so effective that some Viking timber structures are still standing more than 1,000 years later. By the end of this guide, you'll not only understand the method, but also be able to apply it in your own backyard projects, whether you're building a shed, crafting furniture, or simply protecting firewood. Vikings didn't just cut trees, they treated them like living armor. The secret behind Viking wood durability lies in their understanding of natural oils, slow drying, and strategic charring. Unlike modern approaches that rely on chemical sealants, Vikings harnessed what nature offered. They harvested timber during specific seasons, often in late winter or early spring, when the sap was low. This simple timing reduced the wood's moisture content, making it naturally more resistant to rot. They would then allow the wood to air dry slowly for months, sometimes even years, ensuring the fibres hardened gradually rather than cracking under sudden heat. For practical application, you can, replicate this in your backyard by selecting wood harvested in the dormant season and storing it in a ventilated, shaded area. It's best to avoid quick kiln drying unless you are willing to accept a slight loss in durability. Slow air drying really retains the natural strength of the wood and prepares it for the next preservation step. Charring wood created a protective layer against rot and pests. One of the most fascinating techniques Vikings used is called sho-sugi-ban in modern Japanese woodworking, but the Vikings developed their own variation independently. By lightly charring the surface of timber with controlled fire, they created a carbon layer that acted as a shield against moisture, insects and fungi. The carbonized exterior made the wood virtually impervious to decay while maintaining its inner flexibility and strength. You can try this at home using a propane torch or, a small controlled fire. Hold the flame close enough to blacken the surface without burning through. Once charred, just brush off any loose soot and lightly oil the wood with natural oils like linseed or pine tar. This step is crucial. The oil penetrates the wood's inner layers, further strengthening it and locking out moisture. Charring is particularly effective for fence posts, garden beds or outdoor furniture, where exposure to rain and sun would normally shorten the lifespan of untreated wood. Natural oils and resins made the wood practically immortal. Vikings frequently used pine tar, derived from slowly burning pine wood, as a waterproofing agent. They would rub it into boats, roofs and joints, creating a barrier against water penetration. Pine tar not only repelled moisture, but also contained natural antiseptic compounds that prevented rot and mold. By combining slow-dried wood with charring and a good tar treatment, folks actually created a sort of trifecta of durability. In a backyard setting, you can, source pine tar or even make your own by heating pine resin carefully. Just apply it evenly with a cloth or a brush on your outdoor structures. This is especially useful for things like raised garden beds, log cabins, and even wooden tools, really. The tar penetrates the fibres, reinforcing the wood while, maintaining a natural appearance that blends with your surroundings. Vikings knew that proper joinery mattered as much as the wood itself. Durability wasn't only about treatment, it was also about design. Vikings used overlapping joints, wooden pegs, and precise angles to, distribute weight evenly. Modern DIY enthusiasts can really learn from this by avoiding flat, water-trapping surfaces in outdoor builds. Using slight angles, overlapping boards, and allowing for natural wood movement. All of these things help extend the longevity of your projects. Combining treated wood with intelligent design, that's what makes Viking structures last for centuries. Just imagine constructing a backyard shed using slow-dried oak, lightly charred on the exterior and finished with pine tar. The structure will resist rain, bugs, and sun damage far longer than untreated wood. Even firewood stored this way stays dry and rot-free, giving you, consistent fuel for the winter. Outdoor furniture, fences, and garden tools all benefit from this treatment, turning, ordinary projects into durable heirloom-quality pieces. You don't need modern chemicals or expensive sealants. By embracing these time-tested techniques, you create wood that is not only strong, but also safe for your family and the environment. The Vikings achieved this with simple observation, patience, and respect for the natural properties of timber, lessons that are still invaluable today. Bring Viking wisdom into your backyard and preserve it for generations. By following these principles, careful harvesting, slow drying, strategic charring, and natural oiling, you can, transform your own backyard wood projects into something that stands the test of time. It's not magic. It's centuries of empirical knowledge distilled into practical steps you can implement today. Whether you're a history buff fascinated by Viking craftsmanship or a survivalist wanting durable natural materials, these techniques offer a powerful solution. If you found this guide useful, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more historical insights and practical survival tips. And share this video with fellow enthusiasts so that the legacy of Viking ingenuity lives on in backyards everywhere. The wisdom of the past is just waiting to be applied. Don't let it go to waste.